Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So you are back for another episode of Max's Gut Choice. And I believe it is episode 20. Let me just quickly double check because I don't want to give you the wrong information. It will be in the title of the video anyway. And my phone is taking forever to load, so bear with. How are you all? I hope you appreciate the Christmas attire that I have been donning all week. Trying to get into the festive spirit. Still got quite a bit to sort out, but that's okay. Yes, it is, because it all comes together eventually, right? It has been a very festive week. Yes, it is episode 20, and it will also be Advent Day 4, so please stick around for that as well. So, if you are new, what is Max's Gut Choice? Max is my youngest of my three boys. He has appeared on the channel before. You don't see him in these episodes, but he does play a very important role in them. But let's go back to the beginning. I used to have a segment on this channel called Tile of the Week Thursday, and that ended in July. It took 2 years to complete. So as I was approaching the end of Tile of the Week, I thought I need something else to fill that space. Didn't know what I was going to fill it with. And then I had a brainwave because Mike had bought me this from my Amazon wish list. It is a bag of small little bonbons of yarn, like this one. They are not the best of quality, but that's fine. So I knew whatever I was going to make with them, I didn't want it to be something I cuddle up with or I have next to my skin. So eventually I came up with an idea. Well, I actually stole it from another one of my yarny friends, and I'll explain that again in a minute as well. But these are Mira handcrafts. There we go. It's blowing out because it is white. They are 100% acrylic, a DK or lightweight 3. They are 10-gram bonbons, approximately 22 yards or 20 meters. And when I say approximately, I mean approximately. Made in China. Wash up to 30 degrees Celsius. Do not tumble, do not iron, do not bleach, dry clean using P. And they recommend a 3.75 to a 4.5 millimeter needle and a 4.5 to a 5.5 millimeter hook. Oh, sorry, and I just chucked it at you. I do apologise. So, I took one of these little bonbons, I started playing around with it, and I came up with a square that I thought would be quite good. Now, I like making squares. I don't like putting them together, so I've kind of shot myself in the foot a little bit, but it will get done. And on previous episodes of this, you will see that I have made something with some of them. I will link the playlist for this whole segment down below in the description box if you wish to go and have a look. And I basically made a square, and I use US terminology, guys. I did 4 rounds of the traditional granny square using double crochet clusters. I do not chain one between my clusters, and I do turn after every round. So I did 4 rounds of the traditional double crochet clusters for the granny. I did a 5th round of half double crochet clusters, and then I was putting a single crochet border in the same color, you know, in every stitch with a single chain 2 single in the corners. But I was sick of playing yarn chicken, so I went digging in my beautiful yarn stash and I came across this gorgeousness here, and I thought that I would join all of the squares together and do the single crochet border in this. This is I Love This Yarn print. The colour is Candy Stick Stash. They are 5 ounces or 142 grams, 252 yards or 230 metres, 100% acrylic, recommends 5mm needles, 5.5mm hook. They are a medium 4 weight. Wash up to 40 degrees Celsius. You can tumble, but do not iron, do not bleach, dry clean using A. And because I fell in love with this colourway so much, and it originally came to me in Happy Mail, 2 other lovelies sent me more in Happy Mail, so I have plenty of this lusciousness. Let's have a look. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have lots of that yumminess to play with. I am just gonna pop it on the table before I drop it all. So yes, I am now doing my single crochet border off camera in that, and when I make the project that I'm making with them off camera, I join it with that as well. I actually managed to use the last of the very first skein. So the very first skein is gone. I'm going to have to break into a second one this time around, but that is absolutely fine. And I will show you that I have been using my 5.5mm dots. And how Max comes in is, without me knowing, he will go into the bag of bonbons and he can pick either 1, 2, or 3 of them, any colour of his choice. It is a surprise to me as much as it is a surprise for you when I do this on camera on a Thursday. And when he has made his choice, so Max's choice, he puts them in Gutt. And that is how I came up with Max's Gutt choice, okay? Now, what is Gutt, I hear you ask? Well, Gutt is my black metal dustbin. Oh, that just bashed me in the face. It's okay, I'm all right. Now, I had a metal dustbin called Gutt in my childhood. He lived in our dining room and he was stuffed to the gut full of winter hats, gloves and scarves. So my mum, either last year or a couple of years ago, gifted me with my very own Gutt, and I knew that I wanted to incorporate him on my channel. And then that's how the whole idea formulated. Mike bought me the bonbons. The bonbons are to fill the Thursday segment. Max is involved because I love involving my family in some of the projects that I do. So it's Max's Gutt choice. And like I said, he either picks 1, 2, or 3. Now, last week, he picked this brown, which, as you can see, all the ends are fastened off, weaved in, and that gorgeous candy stick stash has been added. And the same with the lime green that he picked. So I am up to date, on target, exactly where I need to be. So there's only one thing left for it, guys. We need to see what Max has picked this week. Are you ready? Take the lid off. I am not looking. I am looking at you because I don't want to spoil the surprise. And in 3, 2, 1, we have 2 again, guys. We have the same lime green and we have like a fondant Barbie pink. Gorgeous. So we better get cracking and get making. So, of course, I'm going to pick the pink first. I mean, who would have thought otherwise? Right, I'll pull the camera down just a smidgy bit so that you hopefully can see some of the crocheting I do, although I do notice that I don't keep it on camera. And that is because I don't crochet this high up normally, but I will do my best. So I make these squares with you on camera as well so that you see them made in real time. And then, like I've just done, I come back next week and show you that I have finished them off. So yes, that is what Max's Gutt choice is. Now, several of you lovelies are joining in, which is absolutely fabulous. This was not meant as a crochet along. Oh, I've just dropped my arm. But Tile of the Week wasn't a crochet along either, and some of you joined in with that. So, you know, you guys turn some of my segments into organic crochet alongs, and I absolutely love that for us. Some of you are trying to match the same colours as I make. Looks like we might have a power cut, so apologies if that happens. If I get plunged into darkness, I do apologise. We are having really bad weather. I am filming this on Saturday, the 7th of December, and we are currently in the middle of Storm Dara. So, yeah, let's try and get this done as quickly as possible today, guys. And I am on a little bit of a time crunch now because I am trying to film all of this week's videos today because tonight Mike and I are going out. I'll get into that in a minute. But like I was saying, some of you are trying to match the colours that I am making. Some of you are just making squares out of your own scraps or from your own stash and picking what colours you choose. Some of you are doing the same square pattern that I'm using. Some of you are doing your own. It is absolutely amazing, and I love that I have people joining in along with me. It makes me feel so good that it's a good idea and you guys want to do it too. So back to tonight's plans. Obviously you're seeing this on Thursday. This happened days ago for you. But yes, Mike and I have been invited around to my parents. My auntie and uncle are down from Southampton for the weekend. And my mum and dad are hosting a bingo evening for us. We are going to go there. We are going to have a quick bite of dinner with them. And then I believe we've got 6 rounds of bingo to play. Now, you might remember that recently my mum and dad hosted a dinner party that Mike and I and my auntie and uncle attended. And why this is all happening and why these events keep cropping up is because for my mum's 60th birthday back in May, I gave her a gift, and inside the gift were lots of cards, and on the cards were kind of like activities, events, activities, events, or themes that she needed to tick off the year that she was 60. So they have done simple things like watch the sunset, watch the sunrise, have a picnic. They have gone to see a sea shanty band. They obviously hosted the dinner party, which was one of the challenges. Bingo night is another one of the challenges. And because it was me that gifted her, it's basically the gift that keeps on giving. She is inviting Mike and I along for some of the ones that she actually has to host and put on. So yeah, we're gonna go for a bingo night. We are gonna be staying there for the night. So we might have an adult beverage or two because we can. We don't have to drive. And hopefully we are going to have a lot of fun. Now, if I know my mum, like I know my mum, it's not just going to be an ordinary bingo game. I don't know what twists she will have come up with. I don't know how she will have, tailored it and personalized it to be different. But I bet you she has, guys. I bet you. She can't do anything boring and by the book. She has to put her own unique spin on it. So I will come back at a later date and tell you how that evening went. So yes, we are looking forward to that. But it does mean that I need to get a wriggle on and finish filming my videos, pack an overnight bag, and get there so that the fun can begin. So that is the plan. It's always nice to see my auntie and uncle as well because they live, up near Southampton. It is a good 3 to 4 hours in the car, depending on traffic and things like that. They do come down semi-frequently, but I don't always have the opportunity to see them when they are down. In previous years, we have gone up to stay with them for little short mini breaks. But Mike and I have not been able to do that for the last year or two for various reasons. So it will be good to have a catch up with them. It is definitely quality family time that I tell you all about in my outro of every video. It'll be nice to have a giggle. I don't think it's like serious, like if you went to a bingo hall for like cash prizes or anything. It's probably going to be to win a bar of chocolate or something like that. But it's about all being together, all having a giggle and a laugh together, enjoying each other's company. Um, so yeah, I am looking forward to it. Um, and it means that Mike and I can be adults for the evening rather than just parent adults, which will be nice. Now, Connor is 17 now, so he will be staying home alone because he can be trusted. And he doesn't want to be hanging around with his uncool parents and grandparents and great aunt and uncle. He's going to stay here and chill, probably play on his Xbox, eat a load of junk food, just do teenage boy things. Um, which would be nice for him because his two brothers are with their dad this weekend, so they are elsewhere. Kaylee is going to be coming with Mike and I to my parents, but she will be upstairs having a movie marathon, probably with some snacks and stuff, while we're downstairs playing bingo. So, yeah, it worked out all right. So, we are being social butterflies again. We've had quite a few events. This weekend coming up as well, because obviously you're seeing this on Thursday. On the Friday, Mike has his works Christmas do, so he will be going to that event Friday night, and it's just him. I'll be at home with the kiddos. And then on the Saturday, I'm being a social butterfly again, guys, because some of my colleagues from the prison want to meet up for, you know, a pre-Christmas get together and a bit of a catch up, especially those of us who didn't continue working for another prison. You know, catch up on how life is going, how people have settled into their new roles, and just basically have a giggle and a catch up amongst friends before the main event of Christmas. I won't be drinking adult beverages that night because I do want to just be able to drive home and snuggle up and do a bit of crafting after I've been social. Um, and that's choice. I could have alcoholic beverages and stay at my parents' because it is in the town that my parents live in. But because I am staying there this weekend, it will be quite nice to have a weekend at home next weekend after I've done the catch up and stuff. And it will mean that if I have been successful in getting my fairy dust blanket complete, I will be able to gift it on that night that I meet up with some of the prison crew, because it is my prison colleague or one of them that I was making that for. So that will be super lovely if I do get it done in time to be able to gift it to her before Christmas. That was the whole point. And because she lives quite far away from me, it will mean 1, 2, 3, 4 that we don't have to organise another meetup. I mean, if we do organise another meetup, great. But it takes that pressure off if I am able to gift it on that night, because, you know, this time of year is really busy for people. They've got, you know, their own, you know, close friends and family to visit in the run up to Christmas. You know, by the time that night happens, that will be Saturday the 14th. We haven't really got that much longer to go before the main event of Christmas. So it will be nice to get it done and gifted and also see her face and her reaction to it. As it stands, obviously, I'm filming this Saturday, the 7th of December. I have 4 rows of the back border to complete, and then it's just joining the two borders together, washing it, and then gifting it. So I am very, very close, very, very nearly done. But I did have to delay working on it for a little bit because I had the Christmas card exchange to sort out. So I am hoping that by the time you've seen this, because my hyper focus is going to be that blanket, I will get it done in time. I am fairly confident that I will be able to. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing this upcoming Saturday. What else have we got going on? I think that's about all the socialising that we've got planned and booked in for the moment, and that's enough because we have done more events and socialising in the past 6 weeks than we have done all year. And I'm not one for going out that often, so it will take a little bit out of me, but that's okay. 'Tis the season and all that. So yeah, I am starting to get more and more prepared and ready for Christmas. I just have one of the children to still buy for, and then just the odd little bits and bobs, and then I've just got to wrap it all, and I will be done and dusted, which will be an amazing feeling when I finally get there. So you tell me, guys, are you ready for Christmas? Have you still got lots and lots and lots to do? Where are you on the prepared scale, the festive prepared scale? I reckon I'm about 80%, which is cool. I'm not normally this far ahead. So there we go. There is the pink one that I have done. I will snip off, weave in and border off camera. Now let's get this limey green one done, because I'm sure there are some of you watching that just wants to see what day 4 of the Advent is. So let's get this one rocking and rolling. Also, guys, let me know in the comments as usual what you're working on as we craft together today. I did buy myself a new Christmas jumper. It's not the one that I'm wearing. I've got 7, but the new one I bought for this year doesn't fit me. And I'm really gutted about that, because everybody else's new Christmas jumpers for this year, as far as I'm aware, do fit. And I'm the one that bought them all, and mine doesn't fit. So I might just see if I can order another one, because it is one of my traditions every year to buy everyone a new Christmas jumper. I mean, if I keep going at this rate, guys, we're going to need a separate wardrobe just for everyone's festive garb, to be honest with you. But I love it. It's just something that I started and I've continued with. So yeah, there are lots of festive jumpers or sweaters in this house. Yes, there is. And I love it. So these events that I'm talking about, like even meeting up with the prison lot, I can literally wear a pair of jeans and a Christmas jumper and, you know, be festive and, you know, acceptable for the season with very little effort having to be made. So I love that, because I'm not one to dress up very much, guys. I don't wear makeup unless I'm going out, and even then I'm a little bit, I don't really want to. I don't really do an awful lot with my hair. It's so thick and heavy that the best I can do is pull it up in a ponytail like I do every day, or straighten it and wear it down. That's about as much as I can do with my hair, sadly. But yeah, I'm not one for glamming at all. I like being in comfy wear with my ponytail, no makeup, and that's me. It's just how I am. I mean, when I do make an effort, of course I feel, you know, that I've scrubbed up and I feel a little bit more special than normal, but I'm not one that looks to do that very often. So yeah, loving the fact that it's jeans and Christmas jumper season, because I can rock that any day and be totally happy. Because as you all know, Christmas is my favourite time of the year. So the fact that I can go out all Christmassy is just amazing. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, I do. What else can I fill you in with? So Storm Dara, he's been a little bit of a pain. We had a red weather warning come through on our phones yesterday, because we've got 70 to 80 mile per hour winds. We had a bit of rain as well. It said that, it could cause structural damage. Don't travel unless you really have to. Train lines, the train lines have cancelled trains, buses have cancelled buses. They're encouraging people to stay home. And I know we're going to my parents tonight, but to be fair, the winds have died down substantially. Otherwise, we would have just stayed home. But earlier today, while I was filming some of this week's earlier videos, I did see a tree across the road come down because of the high winds. It has completely blocked off the lane to um, the end of my street, and it has taken some telephone wires down with it. I actually witnessed it. I've never witnessed something like that before. It was really loud, quite scary. And put it this way, if it didn't fall in that direction and it fell um, towards my house would be a complete disaster zone right now. So thankfully, it did fall away from the property, the house on the property that it belonged to, and it fell away from us. And it just damaged the telephone wires and the hedges of the lane, and not anyone's property. Thankfully, a car or people weren't coming down the lane when it happened. Um, yeah, it was raging quite substantially earlier, and in the wee hours of the morning, oh my gosh, it sounded like, well, I don't know what it sounded like. It was just really, really rough out there. We're not even coastal, so I dread to think what people experienced on the coast in Storm Darragh. It doesn't even bear thinking about, actually. So yeah, we've been battling that, but we are all safe and well. We are fine. So that is good. What else can I fill you in on? Work's still going okay. Getting a better relationship with my colleagues and the children more and more as the days go by, which is fabulous. I have been getting a little bit, I don't know, it's not as admin-y as I thought it was going to be when I applied. The advert was a little bit misleading. Maybe it was just me being a bit dumb and not realizing. It probably was my fault. But when I saw school administrator, I assumed that I would be doing all the administration for the school. No, it's just a fancy term for me being the school secretary or the school receptionist. And I need more than that from a job. I'm getting a little bit bored. It's a nice enough job. It's an easy enough job. But if I'm not, if I don't have a high workload with deadlines and something to keep me busy the whole time I'm in work, I do get a little bit fidgety and a little bit, So I've spoken to my line manager and the head teacher, and we do have a vacancy for the education administrator at the school, which is most of the admin for the school. So my line manager is going to book me in for an interview for that. So I won't be moving schools, but if I'm successful, I will be moving position within the school, which would be amazing. Now, I'm not going to put all my, eggs in one basket, because, they might decide that I'm better suited to the role that I'm in, and somebody external from the school might apply that is better suited or better qualified. But I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm not going to be too gutted if I don't get it, because I'm happy to stay within the role that I'm in at the moment. I just can't see that I want to be in this role long term, as in, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It's just not enough for me. But at this present moment in time, I am thankful that I have got a job, because as we know, a few months ago, I was absolutely devastated really worried, about my finances and not being able to work and stuff. So it's not me being ungrateful. It's not me being unappreciative, because I am. It's just me starting to think more long term and ways of making my work life more enjoyable and long term for me. So I don't know when the interview for that is going to happen, but it will be fairly soon, I would imagine, because we're approaching the end of term. The last day of school is the 20th of December, and then I go back on the 6th of January, even though it's an inset day, because we do teacher training. And then the students are back on the 7th of January. But if I do get this new role, I won't get all of the school holidays off like I do with the role I'm currently in. It will be back to a 52-week a year post where I have to book annual leave. And I think I get 28 days annual leave a year plus the bank holidays. So a lot less time off than my current role, but a bigger wage, more of a workload. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? I will keep you posted as to whether it's going to happen and whether I am successful or not. But even if I'm not successful, I'm going to stay in the role that I'm in at least for 12 months, because, it doesn't look good on your resume or your CV if you keep changing and jumping from job to job to job. I've had so much stress this year with, starting the prison, being made redundant from the prison, struggling to find this job, getting this job. It's been a lot of ups and downs, and I'm not ready to go through that process again right now. So because I am applying for an internal post in the place I'm already in, I am up for that. But if that doesn't work out, then I will stick at what I'm doing at least for a year, and after a year, maybe start looking again. That's the long-term outlook at the moment. Yeah, I don't do well when I don't have enough to do. So it's no reflection on the school, it's no reflection on the staff, it's no reflection on the students. It is a reflection on me. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, I've been doing that whole row wrong. It's supposed to be half doubles. Oh Sam, you silly, silly, silly lady. It's because I was chatting. Always happens when I get chatting. It's okay. Beauty of yarn is you can frog and redo, right? And that's what we have just done. So half doubles. There we go. That's better. So yes, I'm also, once I've got Christmas fully prepared and sorted and organised, I am going to give myself some time, because I do get 2 weeks off for Christmas in my current post. In that Christmas break, not only am I going to enjoy the quality family time that I'm going to get, hopefully some quality crafting time as well, but who knows? We all know that, the festive season gets busy with family and friends and all that jazz, but hopefully I'll fit in some quality crafting. I'm also going to carve out some time, to really think about what I want to do with the channel next year, what changes I potentially want to make, what direction I want to go, what things I want to try out, all that sort of thing. I want to get my thinking cap on and come up with a plan for the channel, because 2025 will be here before we know it, guys. It really will. But yes. So yeah, only 2 weeks left. Well, it's technically 10 days of work, but it's 2 weeks calendar. And then I am off for the Christmas holidays, which will be so lovely, because my children obviously break up at the same time. Like I said, I do need to go in on the 6th of January for the inset day, but the children will still be off. but that's okay. Yeah, so I need to start thinking of my plans and my inspirations and everything to do with the channel for next year, which is exciting. I can't wait to start getting my thinking cap on. I love the start of a new year. It's a whole clean, fresh slate. It seems like so much time expanding before you, but if this year is anything to go by, guys, it will go by in the blink of an eye, because wow, did this year go fast. It really, really did. Right, I am on the last cluster, and then this one is finished as well. There we go. Done. There's the green one. So I will fasten off weave-in ends and border off camera and bring them back to you next week to show you that I've done that. And this is what I'm saying about the yarn chicken, guys. I had all of this green left over in this one, but in the pink I only had this. It's such a difference. That's why I chose a different yarn to border my squares. Now, before you go, let me pull my camera up. Are you ready for day 4 of my Advent? I know I am. That's day 5. Here's day 4. Okay, so if you haven't been watching the previous day's Advent, this is an Advent that I bought from Tracy. Her YouTube channel is Crochet Rocks. I will link it down in the description box. Her website is called Hobby Rocks. She does have her own yarn store, and she has notions and all sorts of crafty bits on there, and she does ship pretty much worldwide. Go and check out both her YouTube channel and her shop, because it is amazing. Yeah, go and do that for me. That would be brilliant. In day 1, I got this gorgeousness. Day 2, I got this gorgeousness, and it is a 12-day Advent, guys. Day 3 were these funky guitar scissors, and we are about to dive in to day number 4. So as always, I am going to unseal but not peek and reveal it to you and myself at the same time. Okay. Here we go. Are we ready? Day 4 is... Ooh, what's this one? This one is Signet. It is Sprinkles Pop Chunky. It is 100 grams. It is in the colour Coconutty, which is quite cool. Machine warm wash 40 degrees Celsius, and you can hand wash warm at 40 degrees Celsius. Put it on a cold rinse, short spin, do not wring, do not iron. Also, do not bleach. It recommends a 6.5mm needles. There is no hook recommendation. 100% acrylic. Now, they're calling this a chunky, which is a 5 weight. But like I keep saying to you guys, our yarns run much thinner than you guys in the US. So for me, that is more of a 4 weight, and I will treat it as such. If you knit, that is what the colorway works up like. If it will focus. It doesn't want to, but as you can see, oh, there we go. It's blues and tans and browns, and it is gorgeous and mild and super soft. This actually reminds me of the Papacha Moulon Chunky from the Knitting Network, but Signet is a much more recognised brand, and it is the Signet Sprinkles Pop. Not used this one, not had this one. In fact, haven't used any of the yarns that I have gotten in the Advent so far, so that's nice. And obviously the guitar scissors as well. So thank you, Tracy. I am absolutely loving this. I am so excited to see what I get every day, and I will be so sad when the Advent is finished. But this is the first ever Advent I have done. Tracy is very reasonably priced. I am so super happy with what I've had from her. I got the mystery Santa sacks last year and this year, and then this is the first time I have got the mystery Santa sack Advent, the 12-day one. It was £59.99, which is about 70, I can't remember what I said now, 70 something US dollars. But that is gorgeous. So thank you once again, Tracy. Like I said to you guys, if you're not familiar, go and click those links in the description box. Go and show her some Yarny love. Let's spread the festive joy as far as we can. So I am going to get off this video. I am going to film my 5th and final video of the day. And I have also now got to board these, and I've also got to get ready to go out. So Manfa is a very busy lady, but thank you for spending the last 40 minutes with me. I hope you managed to get some good progress on your projects, or if you're making squares along with me, I hope you got your squares done. Come back tomorrow for a bonus video where I will be doing Advent Day 5, and I will be showing you a small little crochet make, a small little FO that I have managed to squeeze in between all of my other bits and pieces that have been going on. So yeah, come back tomorrow for that. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.